Hello there, I'm Gab, and in this video, I'm going to show you the different environments in Photoshop and together with the navigation of your canvas. So to start, you should prepare a new dimension. So if you don't know how to set up a dimension, take a look at the video before this one. Okay, so in this part, we're going to click New, then go to the US paper. So this time not going to input the width and the height manually, but I'll be using the letter size under the US paper. So let's set this one to CMYK, and let's name this one project 1. And then if everything's fine, check the resolution, whether it is pixel per inch, because there are times that this one will be set to centimeters and it should be pixel per inch. And you're good to go, then click OK. So now the canvas is there, and so what's next? Okay, so first you need to be familiarized with the shortcut keys of the tools. So on the later video, I'm going to show you how to use these tools, but for now you need to familiarize them, especially with the move tool. So this is what we call the move tool, that allows you to move your layers and multiple layers, and it also has a corresponding shortcut key of V. So you can see it right beside its name. Yes, and beside this one is what we call the rectangular marquee. Then one thing that you should know about the tools in Photoshop is that they do have what we call a sub tool. Like for example, in one tool it has also another tool inside of this tool. So like for example, this rectangular marquee has a sub tool of elliptical marquee, single row, and single column marquee. So it works also with the same tool. Like for example, this one, the lasso, has a subtool of polygonal lasso and magnetic lasso. And the same thing for the crop. It has a perspective crop tool, slice tool, and slice select tool. So whenever you want to select the subtool of the tool, all you have to do is to long press the tool. Okay, then it will now pop up the subtool of that tool. You can also use the tools via shortcut key, like for example, as for the lasso, it's letter L. So from here, so if you're in the move tool, and if you want to use the marquee, just press M once. So it will now go to the markings. The marquee is now being selected. But you can also choose the 8 subtool by long pressing the tool itself. So it will pop up the elliptical, single row, and single column. So if you're not a fan of clicking this tool, you can also use the shortcut key of Shift plus the shortcut key of the tool. Like for example, in this case, since it's a marquee and it has a shortcut tool of M, then I'll just simply press the Shift key, then click M. So it is now changing to elliptical marquee, but unfortunately single marquee and single row marquee and single column marquee is not included in here. So it's only good for elliptical and rectangular marquee. So I'm pressing Shift plus its shortcut key. It also works for the other tools, like for example, as for the lasso, which has a shortcut key of L. So just press the Shift, hold the Shift, then click L. Now it's now changing from lasso to magnetic lasso, and it has a lasso, polygonal lasso, and magnetic lasso. So later on, I'm going to show you how to work with this thing. So these are the tools, and also be mindful with the docking of the tools, because it is actually a different window, so you can remove it from the side and you can also put it back by just snapping on it. There you go. Okay, so those are the tools. Just remember how to access this one whenever this one will disappear. So this one will disappear whenever you are clicking the tab key. It's together with the other interfaces. Uh, and Photoshop tools are gone, but you can also bring it back by pressing the tab key. So there you go. And the next thing is the layers. So I think the layers is also important because it allows you to monitor the objects in your canvas. So whenever the layer panel is gone, just press F7. It will hide and show the layer panel. So later on I'm going to show you how layer panel is important, but if it's gone and you don't know how to bring it back, just go to Window, then look for the layers, then you are fine. So as you notice, it has a default background layer, and also layer can be hidden and can be shown by pressing this eye icon whenever you have multiple layers. Now as for the canvas itself, as you notice, it has what we call the rulers on the sides. You can also hide it by pressing Ctrl R, and if you want to show it again, just press Ctrl R. I will discuss the importance of the ruler later on, but in this case, I'm just going to show you how to navigate with your canvas. So when you are working with a detailed project, probably you want to zoom in on that specific part. So to do that, just simply press Ctrl plus plus. So Control plus, Control plus, Control plus. And as for the zoom out, Control minus, Control minus. That's it. Now, if you want to navigate, like for example, you have been zooming, you can actually navigate with the different parts of the canvas by using the scroll bar, and it's kind of odd to use actually. But of course, there's another way to work with your navigation, and that is the what we call the panning. So panning allows you to move the canvas by using your mouse, of course. So all you need to do is press space bar, then you can now move around the canvas. Like for example, if you're working specifically on the sides, you can zoom out, then hold space bar, then you can now navigate the different parts of your canvas. So it's better you need to practice working on this because from time to time your project will be more detailed and probably you'll be using zoom out and zoom in most of the time to work with your project perfectly. Okay, so that is how you navigate your canvas by pressing spacebar. And also you can display different windows if you want to. If you want to have a window about colors, you can also display you colors. And if you want a window about paragraphs and so on, just simply click it in the window menu. Now there are some times that you cannot move the canvas although you're already pressing the space bar, but it still won't move. The thing is, it's actually in a different screen mode. So to change the screen mode, just press F, 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 F until it moves, because there are some screen modes that won't allow you to move the canvas. So this is what screen mode looks like. It changes from with the UI and the windows, or you can just simply see the project itself for better preview whenever you are checking for the final output. It's very good interface whenever there are no other windows to look at. Okay, so that's it. S- So watch for the next video, which is all about layers and selections.